So we leave in 2 days and Lauren's come over today to do some practicing and some prep for what we're going to be teaching. So this is us mucking around trying to play this game and it's pretty funny. I don't know if I can flick the camera. Nope. Lauren and I are prepping for East Timor, trialing out the games. This is one we call toss and catch. All right, you ready, Lauren? Yay! First time! So we leave in 2 days! And we're just getting ready, trying to organize everything. How are you feeling, Lauren?
Really excited! Yay!
Have you packed?
Yes.
Have you got everything you need to pack?
Yes.
I've not finished packing.
I'm very close.
Most of my stuff is on my floor, but
same.
it's happening!
Yes!
We leave so soon!
2 days. What?
So one more sleep and then we go to East Timor. Well, we fly to Sydney first, meet the rest of the team. I'm really excited. I think it's starting to feel real. Like before, there's been so much planning and lead up this entire year, and now it's actually happening, and it's a bit crazy. Like, yeah, can't believe I'm going. What am I doing? I don't know. But I'm very excited, and I'm really excited to see what God does on this trip. And He's really been in the process this whole time, revealing to me which STOMP trip to go on, and just this whole year has been learning to trust Him and rely on Him. So this is most of my stuff. Some of it's already in the bag, but still a bit of going to go till we fly out. But I'm super excited, super keen. Day one, bags are packed and heading over to Lawrence to fly to Sydney and meet with the rest of the team. I'm so excited. See you soon, Sydney. Bye. Bags in, time to go. We're on our way to Lawrence. Mum's dropping me off. Mum, what are your thoughts of me going to East Timor? I'm throwing you on the spot here. So.
I think it's very exciting. I'm praying that God will use you and teach you not for some time. Just in the cast. Hey! We're off to the airport!
Woo! Dad, my brother. Alright, we're walking now. We got our tickets. We're all calming down. To the airport. Going to the plane. Woohoo! Where are you booking it? I'm just gonna hold it like this. Touchdown in Sydney. We got our bags. Gonna go meet Steve and then head to the Strathfield base and meet the rest of the team.
Steve cooking up a storm with some barbecue.
So we're now in Sydney. We're just having a bit of time in our room before we meet the rest of the team for some orientation and some language learning and a bit of preparation. And then I have a barbecue dinner with the rest of the Strathfield people and whoever wants to come. Yeah, and so just sitting here having some time of reflection, thinking, what am I looking forward to? What am I nervous about? And I think for me, the thing I'm nervous about most is probably the language and the language barrier. That has been something that I've struggled with in the past, like picking up languages and learning. And like I want to be able to communicate with people, and learning a language is an act of love, showing that you care and you appreciate them. And the other thing is like the heat. It's going to be really hot. which means we do get siestas, so that's a bonus, but could be a bit of a stroll. But I'm also really excited and thinking and praying about it. This passage from Isaiah 52 verse 7. How wonderful it is to see a messenger coming across the mountains, bringing good news, the news of peace. He announces victory and says to Zion, your God is King. And I was thinking about that it's repeated again in Romans, and how Paul writes, how can they hear they have not been sent? And here we are being sent from people in Melbourne and people in Sydney and from Australia, where and we've been sent to preach and proclaim that the good news, that the news of peace. And what a joyful thing that is, that we have to bring. We have such joy, and that's what my prayer is, that we would be a blessing to the team and to the locals, and that we would be bearers of joy. So we've just woken up. It's 6 o'clock here, and we're going to meet the team at 6:30 and catch the train to Sydney Airport and then get the flight. But we're really a bit tired. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's do this.
Video train's coming in. We're off.
Alright, we're in Darwin, about to get onto the plane. It's getting excited. We're actually like a day and a half travel. We are finally getting on. See you soon, East Timor.
To search for light. It's easy to turn to the darkness in my mind, but I'll be alright. Try and fly, but I only ever get so high. I will never give up my fight, even if it burns all night. I can feel the fire that lives inside my bones. There's a desire in my soul. We can live higher together. We are strong. We are here to shine like a ray starlight. I always learn
Driving on.
devil
Back in the truck.
inside that it's easy to learn. You hold me up, the angel in my life, so I'll be alright. Tried to fly, but I only ever got so high. I will never give up my
It's not getting your face.
even if it burns all night. I can feel the fire that lives inside my bones. There's a desire in my soul. We can live higher together. We are strong. We are here to shine like a ray of starlight. Tried and fly, get so high. Tried to fly, got so high.
So we're now in East Timor and it is so hot and so humid. I am very sticky and feeling very unclean, and there's mosquitoes and there's risk of malaria and dengue, so I'm also covered in mosquito spray, so I'm so sticky and it's disgusting. But yeah, this place is actually really beautiful. Flying in, you get to see over Dili, and I was really surprised actually at how spread out the city is and how big the city is, and yeah, it's hard to describe, but it takes up most of the space that's flat before the mountains, and the mountains are so close to the ocean, and you land right on the edge of the water. But the people are really lovely and welcoming here, and the team, we met a few members of the team, of the WEC team, all being very hospitable, and the locals are also really lovely, and I really want to learn some phrases so that I can speak to them, because at the moment I'm feeling a little bit awkward because I don't know what to say and I don't know what they're saying, so it'd be nice to learn some so that at least I have a greeting. So, yeah, greeting. So, okay, so day one in East Timor, like basically done, we're ready for bed. So Lauren, what were your
To be honest, it was a bit overwhelming first stepping in to this new culture. I think, you could definitely tell I wasn't very quiet. It was just taking in, but I was reflecting on just driving around and seeing that there's so much God's beauty within this country, even through all brokenness. It's really cool to see that. So yeah, I'm really excited for the next day and the next upcoming week. Yeah.
Alright, so the shower here, what we're saying, is like a wet room situation. So you know what that means. Lauren, your thoughts? Your first time? I've done it before. So
Yeah. I actually didn't mind it. It felt like I wasn't wasting as much water when I was at home. I was in and out. It was really refreshing, and it was cold water. So, yeah, how does it warm out from like the spray ahead of the shower, which was really nice. But yeah, it was cool, and it wasn't too shocked by it.
So those of you who are confused what we're talking about, it's like a bucket and then like a big tub of water, and you basically scoop and pour.
And then
Scoop
there's a
pour.
little shower head with like sprinklers.
I'm not sure if you meant to use that.
Don't know,
It was
but it was
nice.
refreshing for the face.
Alright, my final thing. Tonight we're sleeping under a mosquito net. Every girl's dream of being a
Yeah.
princess. Is it all it's cracked up to be?
No, because currently mine's just been a bit destroyed. The ends come off, so it's floating away.
You can't even see it.
Can't see. I said to Amber before that my dream was to sleep in the canopy, but it's proven to be a lot warmer.
Oh, it's so hot.
As we've got fans, but the heat is still a bit interactive, so we'll see how our first night goes. But we're pretty tired, so I'm thinking we'll sleep. Yeah.
Alright. See you later. So it's our first morning here in Dili, and so we're staying at Tally's house, which is also the place where they do Petra kids, which is like a kindergarten, and even though it's 8 o'clock and the program starts at 8:30, there's already kids here and mums here, and they've been here for a while as well, so we're really excited for the day and what we've got planned, and now it's time for breakfast. Traveling Timor style in the back of the car. It's quite dusty. There is no one of the candidates really. So we understand now why people have siestas, because the humidity here knocks it out of you and you just feel very sluggish. Like even the mosquitoes here are super slow and like super easy to kill because they're just like and like they don't have willpower to move away. That's just a bit of fun fact for you. So today was a really awesome day. We drove to Atabae, which is a rural town about 2.5 hours away from Dili, and we visited a pastor there who's Diane knows quite well and who has a school there. And then we visited some of the people he's met with and prayed for them. And it was really encouraging hearing their testimonies and their stories and the way that they've chosen to live their lives for Christ, even when that means that their families disown them, and really try and rope them back into coming back into the way of, because culture and religion is so mixed together. So all of their important events like weddings and funerals and things involve religion as well as tradition. But they persevere faithfully, and it was really inspiring. Yeah, it was a long drive, very bumpy and rocky. I'm quite glad that we had air conditioning in the car because it made it a lot cooler. And we spent a little bit of time by the beach, just spending a bit of afternoon tea time and having a bit of a rest. And it was just beautiful. Like, this country is so dusty, yet so beautiful and so diverse. Some parts are really, the cliff face are really steep, and other parts it's quite flat, and some parts are mostly rocks and dirt, and other parts is green and there's trees, and there was rice fields as well. And it's amazing. The rural parts are so different to what you get in Dili and in the city. It's the real East Timor, as they like to say. And tomorrow we have our first day of doing program here at Petra Kids, which is the kinder program, here in the morning, and then we'll go to Esperança in the afternoon for the older kids program. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
I think to see also something that God has done through him, through his family there. It's very nice. So I hope we enjoy there, have a good time together. Can you pray still for us for the trip?
Heavenly Father, just thank you for this new day. Thank you that this is the day you've made. We want to rejoice and be glad in this day, and thank you for the opportunity we have to go and encourage this pastor and get to know him, and pray for a really meaningful day, a special day for us, for him, for his family, that we would understand more of some of the challenges he's facing in of that area. Thank you for your work that you're doing in this place and in a town like Atabae, and we pray for just words to encourage this guy and his family. Father, thank you for Diane, who's taking us, and pray for him. Pray for
start to show them, no, we believe in the Bible, we believe in Jesus. So they're still building this faith trust. Today?
Agora você deve levar visita, mas nesse tempo se passar não
Yeah, he has now this freedom with the administrator, so he can go and share and pray for him.
What we call suffering for Jesus. Yeah. We're going to be eating outside here at Black Rock Cafe place and right on the beaches.
We are not Christian. We don't consider Protestants as Christians. The Catholics sometimes spread it and say, we are not Christian. We don't believe in the same thing. But as they start, Melanie starts to show them, no, we believe in the Bible, we believe in Jesus. So they're still building this faith trust.
Oh, another fun thing we did tonight was a couple of the girls from who live, I think, next door came around and they wanted to practice their English, so we had some fun and them practicing their English and teaching us some Tetun words and singing 1098 by Colin Buchanan, which was really fun. And I really struggled with some of the pronunciation, but they had a good laugh at me, so it was fine. Yeah.
Hello Australia, bonjour Australia. 10, 9, 8, God is good. En lima hapnul, ruaida zero, sehosa.
Yesterday was a really cool day because we actually did some practical things to help out. So in the morning we were painting at Esperança, painting their stage and some of the doors and windows, just to make them look fresh and nice for their use. And then in the afternoon we went to English lessons, and it was really cool to be able to be useful having an English background, like no professional training, but being able to use and speak, and that's something that they really want to learn, they really value, and they're so appreciative that we would come from Australia to Timor to teach them English and to have conversations with them and help them learn English. And so this is really an opportunity for anyone that if you're a native English speaker, there's places everywhere in the world that want you, and it will be really useful.
Very well painted door. I think that part up there is my part.
So it's Sunday morning. We had French toast for breakfast this morning and we're heading to church. I'm really excited because there's something so special about worshipping with brothers and sisters all around the world. Even if you don't speak the same language, you speak the same heart language, is worshipping in spirit and in truth. So yeah, I'm really excited.
I was shocked when I saw this when I was younger. In this verse, people want to believe Jesus. They're following him.
So Lauren, do you want to tell us about church this morning, what you liked and what you just told me? It was really good.
Sure. During this whole, I think after the sermon was over, was she the pastor? I don't know. Anyway, a lady came up and she was preaching about something. I didn't understand what it was, but she just started crying and weeping, and I just thought it was a really powerful thing that she was just crying out to God and really wanting whatever she was talking about. And then that's when everyone else started to sort of come up to the stage, and a lot of people around were crying, and it was just there was such power in that room of these people wanting to know Christ and wanting that relationship. And yeah, it was just cool to see they're the light for the Timor East people. And it was just such an awesome witness. Really emotional. It was really good. Us being able to pray for them as well. And being able to do it together in unity. It was probably the first time I've seen. We talk about this all the time. It's like we're all one body. But actually, we sing this. We're all from Australia. They're from Brazil, East Timor, coming together and just worshiping God and being able to pray.
Yesterday afternoon, Steve and Chris led a worship workshop for some of the worship leaders from different churches and others who came along, and it was an amazing time of learning what does it really mean to worship, what does it mean to worship God in spirit and in truth, like the Bible mentions, like Jesus mentions. And we sang some songs together, and even though they were in English, most of the congregation knew it, and it was so powerful. And just listening to them worship was just amazing, and really just I don't really have words to describe how incredible it was. And then they gave some also practical skills, and you could see these people were so grateful for it, and they really understood what they were talking about, and were excited to really worship fully. Yeah, so it was cool there. So it is day 8, if you're counting how many days since we left Melbourne. And today I think I hit a point where I'm like, I need some time on my own.
With Lauren, that's what time on our own means. We spend the time together. That was the same.
So I've it's been a busy week, and because it's been hot, so it's a lot more exhausting, and everything is new. So I'm finding that can be overwhelming at times because you're learning new language, new smells, new sights, new ways of getting around, which is all really exciting and it's really cool to be a part of, but it can just be really overwhelming at times as well, and you miss the familiar. So it was good this afternoon, just spending some time, not doing a whole lot. Lauren and I watched some movies and then we went for a walk, and it was just nice to be in that familiar place and have time to just be. Yeah. We're at Esperança and it's crazy.
This is where it's really happening here.